Hey everyone, and welcome to another tutorial for FPS Engine. In today's video, I'm going to be covering how to properly import FPS Engine into a URP or HDRP project. And so as you can see, I have an Unity project here that uses 2021.3. And remember that for FPS Engine, it is highly recommended to use 2021.1.16 or above. All right, so here I have no problem because I'm using 2021.3. So that's the first thing you have to make sure before importing FPS Engine. Once you have that, here I have my URP project, but as I said, it also works for HDRP. So once you import the FPS Engine from the package manager, as you can see, I have it here. You click on import and make sure to include all the dependencies. You have to accept as I said, all the dependencies. You have to include the new input system, so pretty much everything has to be accepted, okay? And once you have FPS Engine, I went to the blank scene, and so the first thing you can see is that the materials are pink, and in fact, if I hit play, I can't even see anything, right? So I'm gonna be fixing those two errors now. The first thing we want to do is go to Edit and the rendering. Here under materials, you can see that we can select the materials and update the built-in materials to URP. Now, depending on your Unity version, you probably have here an option that it says to update all the built-in materials into URP, but in this case, that is not placed here anymore. So if you have it here, that's pretty cool. You can just click on that and update all the materials to URP. But in this case, I'm going to go to Window, then Rendering, and Render Pipeline Converter. And here I'm going to select on built-in to URP. And then I'm going to click on Rendering Settings and Material Upgrade and click on Initialize Converters. And as you can see, it just detected all the materials that have, that need to be upgraded. So let's click on Convert Assets, and it's going to take a bit because, there are a bunch of materials to be updated. Okay, and yeah, right now we should have it almost ready. As you can see, the ground material is not updated, and this is actually a bit weird. And there's a special shader in FPS Engine for grids, and this is a grid material, and for some reason the converter doesn't detect it as a material that has to be upgraded because it's not built in. So what I recommend you to do is just go on the material, right click, select material. Here you have both materials that are still pink. So select them and just go to Universal Render Pipeline, click on Lit, and there you can modify, I can just search grid. So let's do the default grid and let's do 50 and 50. Yeah, something like that. And for the other texture, let's do the other grid. This one, for example, let's do also 50 and 50. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, something like that. Cool, so just like that, we should have fixed the materials issue. Now, the only thing that's left to do is the camera. So without further ado, let's just go into our player, and then under camera, you can see that we have here two cameras. We have the main camera and the weapon camera. If I select the main camera, you can see that it works properly, but if I select the weapon camera, this is the one that is giving us issues. So what we want to do is go onto the camera component, and under render type, just click on overlay, and then go to main camera, and here under stack, let's add the weapon camera that we just selected to be an overlay camera. Just like that, we can hit play. Let's make this bigger, and it completely works. If I pick up this weapon, boom, it works as it should, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's been everything for this video. I hope it was helpful. I decided to make this short tutorial to make sure that all of you got this problem solved, just in case you run into this sort of issues. So yeah, so if you need help, you can always go to the Discord server and yeah, ask for help there. Anyway, hope it was helpful, and see you in the next one. Bye.